Hey guys, it's RJ the Fed. This is the current setup right now with the whole studio slash game room. Today we're going to be getting an upgrade. Tomorrow we'll be getting the rest of that upgrade, but we're going to attempt to use our Blue Yeti mic. We will probably not be using our phone to record, so the visual quality might drop slightly, but we're getting a new webcam that's going to be much higher quality. Currently we have a 1080p one. We're going to be able to run looks like 4K, but instead of 60 frames per second, closer to 30 frames per second. But we have a boom stick that we'll be able to put this microphone on. Its radius will be kind of short at first, but then tomorrow we're going to get some cable extenders. I think I'll be able to mount it on the corner of the desk over here. And I'm going to have some extensions for these for the monitor and the camera as well. I think I can shift my monitor over here in front of me, like where you guys are sitting as the camera angle, and I can also put the camera over there too. So the camera will be about the same position, but it'll actually be sitting on my monitor because my monitor's on like a piston system. And I think we can swing the monitor out far enough with the power cable and the extended video cable. We're using a display port to where the monitor will sit probably here and the camera angle will just be slightly shifted over. Right now we're running ultra wide so we can get as much in frame as possible. I think if we need to, though, we can have a slight tilt to the monitor to where we can get more of an angle whenever we have a guest over in the game room. Otherwise, we'll be doing videos from the phone still. The phone ones will be running with these microphones. And so that's just kind of an update on where the channel's at. I hit 250 subscribers overnight, so we will be doing a giveaway. I am announcing part of it in this video. We already know what we're getting, though. I've already pulled it and everything, but today we're also going to be doing a review of Rebecca Creek. Victor, he told me to get this Spanish double oak, and I had another buddy that said this one was good too, and to look for this. He said he wasn't ready to purchase it, but I said, well, if I buy this, would you drink this next time you come over and have a pour with this? And I'll make him try this as well. So got a couple Glens. Move our Glens over. We'll pour these up so we can let them sit. I popped this during a live stream and tried this, and I kind of wish I would have waited to pop it because it was just such a unique first experience with this that I was kind of disappointed that I wasn't able to capture all that on camera. And then this one's got the plastic on it. Let's see if I can figure out where to take it off at. All right. We have lots of new bottles, by the way, to try, and then we have duplicates of a lot of bottles that we've been looking for, so that's all exciting to have. Ugh. Smells pretty good. You guys know how I am with Texas whiskey. I'm not a big fan, but this Rebecca Creek, so it's out of San Antonio, was freaking awesome for the double oak. So I can only imagine that this one's going to be anything like it, or at least just a bourbon. It'll be good. But let's talk about some things while we let these sit. So got the camera coming today. Got the boomstick for the Yeti mic. Should be able to mount the Yeti mic and have that running for whenever we use the other camera, which will be not this camera, but there's a different webcam. So we're going to be using that. We probably will start doing more live streams once we get that set up because I really do feel like it'll be more visually pleasing. Right now at the camera angle, you guys see like the Texas flag and then this empty space. You don't really see the shelves. So at the new angle, you should be able to see more of the shelves with the Lego sets on them. And like we got random bottles sitting over here. We got a bottle that we picked up the other day. Picked this up at Goody Goody. It's Kelsey's Creek. So we'll have some more bottles that you guys can talk about in the comments whenever you see them on the shelves. So that'll be cool. 250 subscribers. We got our giveaway bottle right here. We're going to be giving away this E.H. Taylor small batch. That'll be the primary prize. The secondary prize is we're going to do a flight of 4 samples of whiskeys from my collection that I currently have. So that'll be part of it. I just got Amazon Prime today. I know it's kind of a long one, a lot of talk before we actually get into what we're doing. I'm thinking about ordering a table that's not like a TV tray, but I want it to be adjustable in height. So depending on where I'm sitting and how I'm sitting, I can adjust it, but I want to be able to move it closer or further away. So preferably on wheels maybe as well. So if you guys have any recommendations, drop those in the comments as well. But other than the upgrades that we're going to be looking at and other than the giveaway, we're here for Rebecca Creek. We might have to do a couple videos with these because these are really good. So Victor told me that this is not like Stag, but the mouthfeel is. So that's what enticed me to buy it. It was about 57.99. This one is 123.3 proof. And then this one I just picked up yesterday from Specs, actually. Selected by Specs Wine and Spirits, 116.2 proof. This is just their double barrel whiskey. So they don't claim that it's a bourbon. It's a whiskey, and it's got a little story in the back. It's a 2014 Rebecca Creek Distillery started exploring different whiskeys and aging techniques. First series was the double barrel whiskey. First distillate in Indiana, so I'm assuming NGP. Initially aged for 3 years, and then second turn barrels. After transferring the barrels to Texas, we batched the whiskey and added American and French oak staves for exactly 10 days. The unique maturation process emboldened the whiskeys while providing dignified characteristics, but we did not stop there. In March of 2018, we rebarreled the whiskey in new American oak. Classic number 4, alligator char barrels for over 2 years in San Antonio, Texas, to build layers of complexity and marry the whiskeys for a dynamic finish. So, long story, a lot of reading. It does have the mash bill on here. It's going to be 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% barley. And this is out of Rebecca Creek Distillery in San Antonio, Texas. So, it's produced, blended, and bottled by Rebecca Creek. So, we'll start with their double barrel whiskey, not a bourbon, but whiskey. A lot of woodiness, a lot of different wood. Wow, very corn forward too. Very sweet notes, almost like candy apple sugar. Smells very pleasant. Waking up those taste buds. 116.2 proof's the way to do it. First drink of the day. It has a lot of oak notes. And typically I don't like the taste of like wood when I'm drinking whiskey. Like obviously you're gonna have characteristics from the oak, but this tastes like just wet oak wood. But that's not bad. Like so normally when I have like the oakiness that I don't like, it's the heavy char or the toast of the oak that it tastes like burnt wood. This doesn't taste like burnt wood. This has several different flavors coming through. It doesn't say that they use mesquite, but that's the smell and profile I can think of right now as far as the wood. So if you guys have ever been doing a cookout and using mesquite wood, it's got like that kind of smell and a little bit of that taste. Now it is a higher proof whiskey, so like I said, what was it, 116.2? Yeah, 116.2. I might have to look at this a couple times. And this is a Specs store pick, so pretty good, yeah. I like this one. There's another one I'm looking for. It's got like a metal placard sticker on it. It's like a silver sticker too, but it's like a metal one. It's like a 16-year age dated one. So I'm looking for that, but I'm not willing to overpay for it just yet because we're trying to see if we like Rebecca Creek in general because we know we like this one, but I'm like, let's try a couple things other from their lineup too. And if we like those, maybe we can hunt for that 16-year and pay the price. I think someone on secondary was trying to get 200 or 250 for it. That might be a little too much for it, but I mean, it is 16 years, so we'll see. Rebecca Creek, though, the double barrel whiskey is pretty good. This is my first experience. I mean, you guys saw me open on camera. I mainly got this off of a recommendation by my buddy Tyler. Tyler's the reason why I even got into drinking whiskey in the first place, so shout outs to him. And then now we're going to move over to this Rebecca Creek. This is the Spanish double oak. And the flavor profile on this is just completely different. So once again, it has the mash bill on the back, and it's the same exact as this one. It's 75 corn, 21 rye, 4% barley. Malted barley is what it says on this one. This one just says barley. I'm assuming they're both malted, though. Did I read that right? Yeah, 75% corn, 21% rye. Yeah, they're the exact same for the mash bill makeup, so that's kind of interesting. On the back, it talks about the opportunity to age their bourbon for up to 4 years in new Spanish oak barrels as a rare approach to acquired taste and color that resembles whiskey twice its age. So, yeah, I mean, so 4 years times 2 is 8. So what they're talking about here, 4 years, yeah, so 8, it drinks like an 8-year. Bourbon was then aged for 2 more years in a second turn American oak barrel. So we're talking 6-year aging process, but drinks like a 10-year. Spanish oak is much softer wood with wider grain, absorbs more whiskey than typically American oak barrels, causing the whiskey to easily pull a stronger wood palate. Yeah, this one does have a very strong wood palate with pronounced notes of vanilla, warm pecans and dark chocolate finish. Sip, enjoy this rare experience with fellow bourbon enthusiasts. So this one is a bourbon whiskey. So this one, double barrel whiskey, no bourbon stated on this one. This is double barrel bourbon whiskey, Spanish oak. So definitely a lot more complex. I've had this already, but we're gonna try it anyways. I will try to imitate some of the reactions and expressions I had on my face when I first tried this on the live stream, because this was just so damn good. So I didn't even notice it. I just went straight into it because I like it so much. You can definitely smell a lot more of the dark forward notes, chocolate, coffee smell to it. Still has a lot of that wood smell to it. This is like an explosion on your mouth. So like initial tingling on the tongue. As soon as it touches the tongue, it's like bam, it's in your face. Taste buds are hit. It's a shock factor. It'll wake you up. I mean, it is 123.3 proof, so it's not like a super high proof, but it's definitely not a low proof. And it just fills the entire mouth. So you have this burning cinnamon flavor. It's not like a red hot though. It's a mild cinnamon. So don't get scared off by cinnamon. It's not like Fireball. And it has this very forward like coffee note to it. So let's go for a little bit more. It has like this burnt sugar molasses feel that coats the entire mouth, your cheeks, your gums, tongue, everything. And then it burns. It just sits there and burns. But it's not like an ethanol burn. It's this flavor that's just like kind of marinating in your mouth. And then with all that heat, you think that when you go to swallow it, it's going to hit the back of your throat, it's going to hurt, you're going to cough, whatever, and then you're going to feel it coming down. No, as soon as it goes to the mouth and it like fills the entire palate, and that flavor kind of sits there, you think when you're going to swallow it's going to hurt. No, there's nothing. It doesn't touch the back of your throat. You don't feel it at all. It's like everything that's going on is in your mouth, and it tastes so darn good. And there's so many different flavors. It's super complex and drinks amazing. But it's definitely like in my top 10 bottles now, maybe even top 5 bottles, because it's such a unique experience. And the thing that goes on about this one is that it's like $57.99 and it sits on the shelves here because people don't know about it. People don't look for it. People don't buy it. I mean, it's a Texas whiskey for once. So San Antonio, a lot of people have very mixed relations about Texas whiskey. Some people like Garrison Brothers, some people like Still Austin, some people like Balcones. My first experience was this Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak. Second experience was this from Rebecca Creek. Wow, it's still there. It lingers. It has this super long finish. And it's very spicy. It's very flavorful, and it's super sweet at the same time. So like the coffee, like caramelized, like molasses sugar feel with the spice of like the oak and the cinnamon. It's just so awesome. Like I'm gonna finish this whole Glen right here for you guys. It's nice to let it sit on your tongue too, and like add some saliva to it, let it dilute in your mouth so that you can get that flavor to kind of dissipate. You let it like dissipate and like disperse in your mouth, and it's just like it's so good. It's like 100% better than this one. This one's like $45. Like yeah, it's allocated, or at least it was an allocated cabinet. I don't know if it's allocated. It's in the allocated cabinet. It was kind of hard to find. I couldn't find it at Total Wine, but I found it at Specs. Wasn't even gonna go to Specs, but we went there anyways because it's right around the corner. This one we found at Total Wine. I've seen it at Specs. I've seen it pretty much everywhere for this one. So I mean, if you guys can find this, like absolutely buy it. If you don't live in Texas, like guys, like, comment, and subscribe to my videos. I do giveaways. I love doing samples. I will sample out this entire bottle if I have to, just so you guys can have a unique experience of what this really tastes like. I can buy more bottles of this. Maybe in a future giveaway, we'll give away some Rebecca Creek. I mean, what better thing to have a Texas flag on the wall over there? Some guy from Texas that drinks whiskey, giving away Texas-made whiskey. I've been sending out a crap ton of Old Forester King Ranch. Why not send out something more local like this San Antonio one? I mean, I'm a little bit further north than San Antonio, but like I can get this pretty easily. So, wow, super long-winded, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is a double bottle review of Rebecca Creek. We talked about kind of how the channel's going. We hit 250 subs, so we're doing a giveaway, and we got some upgrades coming for when we ever do live streams. We're going to have better microphone quality, hopefully, for our live streams, at least with being able to put the mic in front of my face. Better camera quality. We're going from 1080p, 60 frames per second. We're dropping to 30 frames per second, which kind of sucks, but we're bumping up to 4K for quality. So if we do it through OBS, we should be able to broadcast at 4K. So that'll be huge for us. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. Check out for the giveaway, guys. We're going to do a live stream for that. I'll try to announce that beforehand. Giving away E.H. Taylor small batch. That's this guy right here. And we're going to be giving away a sample of 4 flights. Those flights could have this Rebecca Creek Spanish Oak in it. Maybe we'll let you guys choose what bottles go into the flight. So stay tuned, guys. RG the Fed signing out. I'll see you guys next time.